It's at 7 p.m., so I got the day today.
Oh.
I got a lot of shit to do though, so I'm only here for a few hours.
You know, it's kind of funny. Last night, I dreamed that I went to, I don't know if it was Atlanta or Chattanooga,
Yep,
and I was having a few drinks with a few people.
and I was there.
I heard you talking in the background, yes, and I'm like, wait, I know this voice, but it's not him because I've seen a picture of him before. Like, who the, like, I was confused in that dream. I was like, that has to be him. So I went
My
up to you
doppelganger.
and called you Clevy, and you turned around and you were like, yes. And I'm
Like, what's
like,
up? Who are you?
yeah.
Yeah, we got to get to South Carolina or something. I get, like I said, my year end's kind of shit right now, but in January I'll have some time.
So I woke up this morning and I heard back from that individual that I told you about, and he's going over the details now, and he will let me know because I've had something like that before on TOS, but I can't find anything on on TradingView, so I'm not sure how it can get coded. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think the data would be the issue, but it updates per candle. Like, so if you're watching the volume profile and orders come in as it fills as as it's happening.
Yeah, I know. But like you said, I think it might be data issues, and Thinkorswim itself has a lot more access to this information. Oh my
I
god.
can't tell what we're going to do here.
So, oh my god. Wow. Hold on. I think I might need to secure some positions on a smaller account. I'm up a lot today. Jesus Christ. On CLF, I'm up $400.
Jeez.
Wow, this is beautiful. $35. TSM, where's TSM at? Is the market rallying at the moment? Yeah, we're starting to bounce a little bit. XOM still has some weakness though. Apple.
Are you securing TSM?
I might scale out briefly. 240, 260. I'm scaling out a few TSM. CLF, I'm still holding. It still looks pretty weak. Apple, I'm up a lot on Apple. Jesus Christ, I am up a lot on Apple. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to bring up the chat from the stream so I could see if someone messages me from YouTube. Alright, so far I've only scaled down on Apple. WBA is also up, nice, 25%. We may want to scale down of WBA though. It has positive news, so I'm gonna exit at 23% before it continues pumping. I'm all out of WBA. So SPY, this Apple call. I'm gonna scale out briefly on Apple. CLF.
Ape, I think you're probably going to get 400, almost 401. If you turn it green. Yeah. Just me.
SPY is pushing. Oh my god, there's always something. WMT's not doing that great. JPM. Sometimes it seems I can't please everyone, man.
It's impossible to please everybody. Everybody sees there's.
They don't
it's like,
understand that sometimes we need protections in a position, and I don't know.
you got thousands of decisions a day that are coin tosses. Eventually, it's impossible to.
Why is these colors different? CLF is still dropping, still holding well. TSM. Alright, so we took a good scale out exit in TSM. I also scaled out a few Apple because of the pump that I was having. Wouldn't mind re-adding Apple if we go back to 148. I doubt it, but I can't ignore the pump that we're having either. So we have to be careful with that.
Are you adding back into the same Apple contracts that you just closed?
Yeah, there's no reason for me to change contracts. I don't want to have multiple contracts on different tickers.
Still light?
I have not added anything.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't necessarily short WBA right now, Pete. It has bullish news, so I mean it's weak with the market. it's holding actually really well. So no, I took full exit on WBA puts. If anything, if we have some sort of pullback with ETFs overall, I might add into calls on WBA even if I'm chasing. Not.
Well, it's the FIFA World Cup and it's football.
Don't start. Those are chips.
I like it. I like your oscillator.
Yeah, it's had to retweak it quite a bit because I didn't like how the bands were moving, and now it's working perfectly the way I intended it to. Because, like, for example, here on SPY, you see how we're diverging down and it's starting to follow the squeeze itself, but it still hasn't given us a sell signal yet. I mean, we have one on RSI, but it's still holding buyers. Yeah, you have to change the width to number 3, like I mentioned now. That increases the sizes on the TTM squeeze itself because I had it defaulted incorrectly. I might be able to change it, the master code, and default this into 3 instead.
That's an easy change.
Yeah.
It's like the first barrier.
Yeah. And another setting that is good, it's the TTM squeeze length. I like both the 20 and the 30. The 20 gives you an early signal of a rotation of a trend, but if you want a more solid confirmation, you could change it to 30. That way you don't take an entry too early. But it's more user preference. I like to get early signals so I have an idea of what can happen in the market. So I have it defaulted at 20. Alright, so we're pulling back nicely.
Yeah, I took a $3.99 put for the 30th at the peak. 8% or 8%. I had portal 190 as a rejection. Or 490.
AMD. Is he even in voice? Yeah, he is.
Ezra, you scaled out a TSM, right?
Yeah, I did.
You're not all out though.
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, wouldn't say Adam is correct about that Super Ape. I mean, if AMD breaks 7550 and holds, if you want to take calls and we hold the bullish momentum, just wait for the RSIs to level down and stay above this 15, that 200 EMA. Once it consolidates within this region, you could consider calls, but I never suggest anyone to buy calls on a high RSI like this, because we could start selling off and that will instantly kick you in the butt pretty much. So if you want to take calls on this, I suggest wait for a consolidation, at least wait for the RSI in the 5 minute to level down mid-level close to 50s. And if it starts consolidating and holding above 75, then yes, you can take calls. But I wouldn't take calls here. A good entry would have been at this bottom when we started picking up this volume. As you see here, we receive pretty much 3 indications that we're rotating. The oscillator announced a rotation here, here, and here. And then we picked up a lot of volume as well. So we're starting to downtrend on IWM. TSM, I'll maybe enter TSM, the positions that I close. Let's see, SPY is starting to rotate.
Yeah, TSM seems to be rejecting off the 20 EMA on the hourly.
Yeah, I think I might want to add into TSM again the same positions that I close, because I'm very bearish on TSM. And then this could also be a speculative play with all this COVID surge going on. They're gonna start shutting down productions in that area, which could bring down TSM to our target around 73. We'll fill the gap to 73.20. So ideally, I think TSM is still a good hold for long term.
But they're just December 16th.
I mean, you could go further out if you want. Even March positions are decent. I want it December 16 because I'm following. No greedy. I trust her judgment for a big payout on this one. She's really good in trading. But another one that I was looking at, because of the open interest buyers that I see, it's $100 more, but it also has a lot of time in the contract, and I do expect us to go below the strike. I'm looking at the 75 put for March 2023, so I'm actually expecting us to go way lower than 75. So that's ideally a good position to take if you want more time and less volatility in the ticker.
I'll just do what you do, what you suggest. So if you're in December 16th, that's what I'll do. And just let me know when you re-enter, though.
I on TSM I already took an entry.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's entirely ready yet because QQQ still looks strong. But I mean, you didn't close everything, did you?
I had 3 contracts. I closed 2.
Oh, okay. And JPM is doing really well. I'm up quite a bit on JPM. My stomach hurts.
What was your re-entry average?
On TSM?
Yeah.
We got in at 220.
Okay.
I'm holding ADP DC16.
I was about to give it up, I think.
Let's see. And look at the oscillator on AMD, Clint. Look how much volume it has, and you can look at this green momentum volume bar and how it's actually picking up with AMD. So even though it's consolidating right now, it's actually expecting more move up.
Yeah, well, you look at you got the volume profile above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of buyers. I want to take WBA. The problem is, it looks like SPY and ETFs may pull back a little bit. So I'm not sure if I want to take WBA right now. We may be able to get WBA at a discount, but I think WBA needs to be on our top watch list for today and see if we could catch a good dip on it. QQQ is still pretty strong. Yeah, I wouldn't add into TSM yet.
Mine 400 though, so that's a tough mental number for a lot of folks. Round number.
My dad wants to watch the stream.
Hey.
Let me send him the link.
Angel, I'll be right back. I gotta take my car to the shop for a sec.
Okay.
But I'll watch your call outs. I won't be able to hear you though.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me see. TSM is still pulling back. CLF.
How do you start cracking down on the unrest? That'll be an interesting
CLF already hit one of our targets Market, I'm undecided what I want to do with CLF here. I think it's not a bad idea for us to secure some CLF. I know we're only up like 25%, but market is holding. SPY might attempt to push a little bit higher. I don't want to give back any of our gains, so I'm gonna make a suggestion to secure some CLF here, guys. I secured 25% gains. I secure half of my positions. I don't have March calls on CLF. Well, actually I do, but I'm very, very light on those. I'm not stressed on those, to be honest. I think I only have like 1 or 2 calls. Well, I have 4 calls. And I had a lot of puts, so I'm okay with holding those.
Go SPY, break it down.
Yeah, it's good. TSM is still dropping. I'm up 7% from the new re-entry based on this hidden signal. And right now that I have everyone in here, because I think we have a lot of the members. Yes. Okay. I want you guys to also respect the buy and sell signals because it's based on our trading styles. But I want you guys to be mindful on these hidden bears, hidden bulls, and regular bulls. These are not the scanning EMAs or moving averages. Well, they are scanning some moving averages to an extent, but it's also scanning 4 different other perimeters. That is a combination of oscillators, squeeze momentums, and etc. So these are giving you very, very, I'm not saying 100% accurate signals, but they're giving you a high accuracy signal that we are going to rotate on the current momentum. So I want you guys to start respecting these. I know sometimes it could fail like anything else because we could randomly have news that could bounce us, but I really want you guys to focus on these signals over the buy and sell signals. When you see these hidden bears, bulls, and hidden bulls, respect them to an extent because I have them set to scan a lot of the parameters that we focus on. And I don't want to give full details on what it's scanning without giving the information of the indicator itself. But it's just, I would like you guys to respect these. Yes, even with pre-market, because it scans pre-market as well. It's really good indicator. This one is my pride and joy, and it was very hard to get quoted, and it took a long time to get it where I want it, and the people that helped me make it had a hard time creating it as well. There's no links to the script, Fishman. If you can't see it, you just need to close your trading view completely, reopen it, and then go into invite scripts, because I already sent you there the invites, and I confirmed that I added everyone. So if you don't see it, you're just having the same issue that Wazam had earlier. Alright, so JPM is trying to bounce here, and it is on a strong support area. And also, guys, if you guys see my charts right now, you're not gonna see a lot of my technical analysis from before, because I wanted to update my trading view. username. I didn't want to use my old username that I had. And in order to do that, I actually had to create a brand new TradingView account, and I took advantage of their Black Friday deals. So you will see me actively adding new supports and resistance and some patterns on tickers. There's also a strong resistance here. Yeah, I need to label this one 3372. And then we have this area of interest here. We held here and we broke here. And it's also a support in the 1 hour time frame, so I'll label this one too. Let's see WBA real quick. So WBA is still pulling back. If the WBA follows the market, I'm expecting it to pull back to 40.60 at least. That's where we have a lot of buyers. 40.60 is gonna give a fight on it, so I may scale in lightly if we near 40.60 today on calls. And if not, the next area of interest will be 39.80, which we have added around this area several times on WBA. So I'm going to label this on the right, now I'll put it on the left. And then at this area, I will add heavily. You took another one from today? Is that the monthly that I gave you, or which one are you talking about? From this top? Oh, you enter 0DT. You know, you could have told me. I was like, hey, I'm gonna take a YOLO 0DT. I might just stop giving you those swing trades on SPX just to punish you. Can we take a vote? Should I punish Ski on this? Yeah, AMD wants to go higher, but it's starting to lose steam. Let me look at QQQ real quick. QQQ in the 5 minute looks a little weak. We're starting to get increased selling pressure too. If you guys look at the oscillator, when it starts shifting these red dots into red dots, we're having increased selling pressure, but now it's starting to rotate though. Interesting.
I took my 20% on my put.
On which one?
The SPY for the 30th.
Yeah. Do we have news on semiconductors?
Wednesday house, and then there's a payroll number I think also this week. Candles are painting.
Wouldn't mind seeing JPM around 134.50 today. That would be lovely. On Apple puts on map, $2,100. It's starting to pull back again. Overall, I should be done trading today, but I think there's opportunities. We took a good exit, a scaled out exit on CLF, starting to hold the support. Very strong support too.
JPal's going to say that on Wednesday, the first of the 50 basis points hikes, and still try and sound hawkish.
Banks look very weak though. I'm still undecided what to do with AMD. I know Super 8 wants to take calls, so I'm watching it closely for him. Yeah, TSM is pulling back. QQQ is losing strength. I might want to add another TSM. Microsoft is knifing. You know what? Some SPY 0DT puts are very tempting now. I'm having increased selling pressure coming in on all tech. I'm gonna day trade a 0DT on SPY. 398 puts.
45 cents.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it close. Watching the next candle close below this EMA for an entry. But if we look at overall, yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it now. I'm gonna take a light starter and I'll add into it if I see increased selling pressure on it.
44 cents times 5.
And it's not a lot. Well, yeah, and it's still a light starter. It's only $44. Yeah. It's like, it's kind of weird, Clint, because like when I'm looking at charts, somehow I could see all the bars when they start like having increased selling pressure, and it kind of like triggers an alert in my brain to focus on a specific ticker. And I saw that pullback on Microsoft and Apple, for example, and instantly it told me it's like we should get ready for puts. So let's see if we're correct.
I mean, our range so far, like basically 401 to 398.50. I mean, that.
Good morning.
Hey.
Any interest in Walmart puts today?
I haven't even looked at Walmart. Maybe, but
65. Let's get to it. Make the donuts.
it took only a light starter. We'll see. I'm down 10%. Those WBA calls are tempting me though. I don't think it's time to buy those yet. Here comes the knife. Come on. Just look at all that weakness on Apple and Microsoft. I'm gonna hold on to these puts.
Yeah, we're on the cliff. That 5 days on the 5 minute, that volume spike on the profile.
Yeah.
You gotta be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Got a good defined risk above the 400, you know. Let's see.
We're holding below the 50 EMA as well. I'm back to break even now.
I got you on the fill, I think. I got you by a couple cents.
And here it comes. It's beautiful.
Bill.
It's just beautiful when you get to see it on the charts itself, when you see all this increased selling before it happens.
We gotta clip that 200 on the one. You gotta get that knocked down.
Well, it was there for a second. Now it's shifting green.
Yeah, that's a quick $50 move right there.
Yeah, it was.
Being dirty.
Enoski. I saw that. Oh my god, good exit on CLF, guys. Look at CLF right now. Jesus.
That's different.
Well, I'm glad I closed CLF. It's I have a few runners, and those are actually now I'm negative 14% on the runners. But I'm very light on the runners now.
Fine. Where are you gonna cut it?
Unless I see some buyers coming in on tech, Microsoft, Apple, and etc., then I'll exit. So far, I don't see any buyers. I'm still seeing selling pressure on those tickers. So I think SPY is pumping with either with this health sector or something else. WBA is holding. Banks are pumping. Metals are pumping. Apple and Microsoft is still pretty weak. Oh, we have a mini call out. DIA 330 puts for December 16. Put it on my watch list. Let's see. No. No puts in CLF for now. That pump may have been news driven and might pump again. We need to look what caused that pump. I don't like this range. SPY is just ranging so far. Even though Microsoft and other tech are just dropping. I mean, I can't complain with today's gains. I'm up nicely. But I want some day trades. JPM is also picking up a lot of volume. Oh wow, I didn't notice XOM dropped to 110. I'm still bullish on XOM. Huh. Let's keep an eye on XOM. I might consider some calls on XOM. 2 weeks out. I don't trust this pump. I just can't trust this pump based on what I'm seeing on other tickers. It's funny though because Tesla had negative news and it's pumping. Yeah, Tesla puts do sound very tempting. Oh, that pullback on SPY, Clint.
See, we just needed to drop. We needed to go ahead and get down. Just leave this 400 area. Just.
I think I will exit at 398.70. Yeah. I like that Tesla put, Ethan. I can't lie. I don't like the 150 though. I don't know why you're going that far OTM. You're nuts. Well, I mean, I understand why you're going that far OTM. I just saw the premiums. But still. I'm not judging you anymore. I just saw the premiums. I told you guys this dump was coming. A little stressful.
Average, but I didn't have the nerve to average.
I did.
You did?
Yes. I averaged down on this candle here. In this area.
Yeah.
I am up 15% on CLF. Damn you, Pete. You made me think of CLF. I'm up 20% on SPY now.
Dang, we just got a
28% on SPY. 32% on SPY. Let's go. I'm not gonna swear because I'm on YouTube.
Say it.
I can't. You can't swear on YouTube.
No. Let's Wahoo go!
I'll have to re-edit the entire video and upload it again, and yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm pushing 35% on SPY puts.
I'm closing 405 at 21%.
Yeah, I'm securing.
20%.
I'm securing some here at 30%.
Of course, it didn't fill and it moved and just killed my gains. Didn't fill.
Yeah, I can't get filled either. I got filled at 28%. secure some SPY puts at 28% gains. Runners are at 40% gains. 43% gains on runners. Ethan, I cannot look at that right now. I'm sorry. I'm day trading. You should be able to tell on Visa. 40%, 50% on SPY puts, 58% on SPY, 60% on SPY puts. I will exit at 398.70 on the 0 DTE, and I will continue holding the other puts that I have. Good exit, Ski. Yeah, I gave you guys my reasoning why I didn't trust this pump on SPY. And this is why I always tell you guys, don't focus just on one ticker. Try to focus on the overall market sentiment, especially on tickers that are tied to SPY. I kept looking at Apple, Microsoft, and other tech tickers. I saw a lot of weakness. There was no reason for us to hold calls or even consider closing the puts that we enter on SPY. There goes that other knife. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna hold on to this put a little bit longer than that.
That's a
I'm at
fact.
80% on SPY puts. Oh, this is gonna be a great video to upload. I did save today's video, by the way.
If you had just called out your average now, it would have been perfect.
Be quiet. You called it out at 45 and I said I got filled at the same area.
Yeah, mine went 44, and then so
All right, guys, I'm going to follow what I said. I'm gonna secure at my price target at 73% gains. I'm all out.
And I think that's a great example of a stop run on entries, because a fair number of people bought in that same spot.
Yeah.
It pushed 20% loss, and then okay, now the move can happen.
So guys, like I mentioned before, it's like always have a plan when trading, and if you have an exit strategy, respect that exit strategy, especially when we know that there was a strong support pre-market on SPY in this area. There's no reason for us to hold on to our puts beyond this point, because we could start consolidating, or there will be a big chance that we could just bounce off and beeline from this area. So I took my exit in this region at 73% gains. Wow. And we have a member that is up almost 70% port today. Yeah. TSM is up 14% from the re-entry suggestion. And I gave my reasoning why I wanted to re-enter TSM as well earlier. You guys can rewatch the video later if you want to. All right, so you should be done for today, Ski.
Met a guy in the real world this weekend named Ski. Well, his name's Matt, but they call him Steve.
Yeah. That's awesome. He can't hear me. I forgot.
We can get it again here in a few minutes.
You guys see this big volume on SPY, and I suggested exits before this even happened. I explained my reasoning why we should exit all our positions, but before that I also gave my target before we even near this area. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Always have an exit strategy on your positions, especially if it's 0 DTE. Respect it. Don't get greedy thinking we'll continue dropping because of this overall selling pressure that we had. Because if you held on to these puts, we're almost back at break even where we enter on this pump. It's pushing at 55 cents. We
No,
enter
you're
at
red
about 45.
You're red 10% if you held.
Yeah. Now you're red. Yeah.
70% sounds lovely. It's easy to fall in love with, but 30% pays the bills.
Yeah. And those Tesla puts are tempting me, Clint.
I think how far out? 2 weeks.
December 16th, yeah, it's almost 2 weeks.
It's a daily.
It's just I can't buy that OTM though. If I take a position on Tesla, the only one that I like is the 170 put, but it's expensive to call out for members. And oh my god, I'm up so much for the day. It's lovely. Yeah, I think the only position I like is the 170.
Yeah, because that 168, 90 is a. Let's see now. And I still look at the 4 hour. 150.
SPY is still uptrending. Wow, that exit that we took was beautiful. So JPM, what do we want to do with JPM? Do we want to add more? I'm almost back in my fill area, average it down area.
How about Tesla puts? If we get like to, I don't think we're gonna, but 390 to 390 maybe Tesla put, or 190. Sorry,
190 is too, it's very
Too
expensive
high.
for members though.
no, I mean take the puts at 190. If we get, it's a safer.
Oh, you still expect another push?
Well, look at the 1 hour. Go back.
Carolina, out by the Blue Ridge.
You know.
and
Yeah.
Roxborough, and not too far away, that's where the Capitol
I see
Christmas
it.
tree came from. The lighting is going to be tomorrow.
Hey, little cobra, don't you know you're gonna shut up?
But we're also in the 200 EMA though, Clint.
on the what hour? Let's say 1 hour. Yeah. Ugh.
So yeah, I see your 190, but I also see this 200 EMMA. And if
I
this
hate
200 EMMA crosses down, Clint, and we drop back down to roughly 180, 175, let's say, that's also gonna form a death cross.
I hate Tesla. I think it's way overvalued.
Yeah. CLF. What should we do with CLF? And VIX is doing really well. Remember in the pre-market I mentioned that we could shift our investment on oh my god, there was a huge gap up on CL on VIX.
That's the China unrest, I bet.
Yeah. I have positions on VIX. I'm not stressed on these positions, but I didn't notice this gap up on VIX until now. It's interesting. My script cannot read VIX.
Because there's no, because it doesn't trade as a symbol.
Yeah.
So there's no real volume on VIX, right? I mean, it doesn't. It's a quantitative measure, not an asset. All right, J-Pound Wednesday. I'll consider your puts for Tesla.
After?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might wait.
Because it's just too expensive, and you're gonna have to hold it for a little while.
Yeah. Alright, so now I'm starting to see buying pressure on Apple. Microsoft overall is still very weak.
Just sharing their soft sound with us.
Yeah, I think Microsoft can continue dropping. Let me see. I haven't done a chart on Microsoft for some time. Let's see what's going on. Oh my god. Alright, so we're coming down to a strong support. I don't know how we missed this inverse head and shoulders on SPX. On the 1 hour time frame. We could have taken calls on this last week. Actually, we did take calls on it. Well, I did take calls on it. I made close to 105% on this.
Thank you.
No problem.
I mean,
You too.
if Microsoft breaks under 241.60, we could gap down to 237.70 up to 231.70. I'm gonna place an alert at Microsoft. If we break under this area, I'm gonna start adding into puts. Target 241. No. 237.80. By 231.40. So these are my targets on Microsoft if we lose 241.
car will be done on Wednesday probably. You're gonna have to pick it up, so we'll Venmo you back. Or you could pay with the American Express.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll put your points on it.
The 50 basis point realization will be initially bullish, and then the reality of the longer terminal rate will set in later in the week.
Let's see. Alright, so Microsoft and Apple is holding a bullish momentum. TSM. We may want to be careful with TSM because if SPY is still losing momentum again. Unless we see SPY or QQQ make new highs. What can we do? Because TSM could bounce with SPY and Microsoft. So we have to keep that in mind. We're up 11% on TSM re-entries. I mean, we could scalp it and re-enter close to ELD. We have a possibility of bouncing here. I still don't see it. The volume is still pretty low, so I'm not gonna suggest exits yet. But let's be careful on TSM.
Hey, Julie, you're still holding your JPM puts, right?
Yeah.
You didn't re-add into it
No.
or average down?
No.
Angel, I'm gonna get out of TSM and wait till end of day. I just can't watch it for the time being because I need to start packing and getting ready to leave.
It's downtrending, but yeah, it's up to you.
It's on the 1 hour. It's on the 1 hour support.
Let's see. WMT. Nice selling pressure coming in on SPY. Beautiful selling pressure coming in. How's Apple doing? Oh, that was not on SPY, that was IWM.
I think we're going to get another retest of the 400. The volume profile does not lie. I just did not spend near enough time
Oh, about that. They already messaged me and they said they cannot work
till
with
recently. No,
that. No.
no data.
Nope.
Wonder why.
It's only available on Thinkorswim, he said.
Yeah, because when I looked at it, I didn't see any source code for it. I mean, I would know it. I mean, you even have the option to display the source code.
Yeah. There goes IWM.
Side to just head fakes.
What a beautiful day. To just sit back and relax and watch our puts print.
I'm sticking with my earliest statement this morning about stocks. Was it 398.50, I think, and 390.50's coming.
I think it's time to show my PL for today. No, I'm not going to. It's gonna cost too much FOMO. Should have showed the PL from earlier. Oh my god.
Spy, let's get real. Let's do it. You know you want to. People that needed out got their opportunity. Let's go.
Well, the premiums got faded though. They still won't get. No, they're still not getting any money right now. We had an IV shift, Clint. Even though it's making new lows, it's currently at $51 per contract. So they are still red, depending on when they entered. If they had my fill at 45, then they're slightly green. But hold on, I'm looking at the wrong contract.
I re-entered at.
No, yeah, you're right. They are green. I was looking at the wrong contract. Let me turn that one off.
I took one at 49. I'll take it. You know, I don't really care what happens to it, but I think if we get the right move, it's gonna fit.
Well, if we break the support in this area, I keep looking at the IWM.
394.50, man. If we look, maybe not today, but
No, you're right. That's the price target that I have on my SPX as well. Let me see. I don't know. We have a lot of resistance, a lot of support at 396.30 as well. And it's also the top EMA, the 145 EMA. And then we have 394, which is the 200 EMA, 394.80. I always like to place it a little bit higher so we exit early. And then if that fails, then yeah, we'll go to 390, which is a strong support from the last month. Oh man, I can already see Twitter feed, some people taking a big hit for being very bullish on today's pump.
None of the news, none of the macro setup right now, other than, it's going to be 50 basis points. None of that, nothing should be bullish.
Yeah.
I don't think, but that's up
Wow,
again.
that's a strong rejection on CLF. I should have bought those puts with, who mentioned it? Was it Fishman? Yeah, I think it was Fishman.
Angel, what's your target for JP Morgan puts?
It's not for today, but I'm expecting it to drop to at least 129.80.
Go T spot.
129.80.
At least, yes.
All right, I hate to admit it, I got my SL in at 45% on my re-entry.
Oh my god, congrats. I didn't want to add into it because I'm just allowing my other puts print.
It's going.
Yeah, I know.
I'll do it. Do it. I wanted to wait a little longer, but when you said selling pressure, you was convinced. Now, 45% on a 51% right now. It's about to pop though. Too bad it's only one. Standing on the edge of the cliff.
I'm gonna remove his ban. How do I remove bans?
They got tripped. Maybe one more push to the top of our range today. Well, I don't know. We got a lot of time. Ethan must be driving. Family vacation.
No, I'm here. I made a call out on my channel. I put a code call out. Took a code put.
Oh man, this hurts a lot. I don't know what that could be. WMT does look good for puts, Ethan, but I'm scared. They still haven't released all the news on WMT sales. At least I haven't seen it. Have you seen it, Ethan? Maybe he didn't hear me. Wait. He tagged me. Yeah, you didn't see. Yeah, I haven't seen any news, and that's what worries me about WMT. And all news is bad news in my books, and especially because of how it's holding. Well, it's downtrending now. But it has so many buyers here. Yeah, I'm not gonna enter on WMT yet. Well, actually, I have WMT puts, but I was red on them earlier. Let me see. I'm break even now. And who's in here? Is B-Wiz in here today? No, she's not. Okay. I need to talk to all elite members and see what would be good days for us to do those BR trainings and BR live streams. I want you guys to keep in mind that that actually includes more live streams for elite members overall, and more trainings as well. At the moment, both tiers get two group trainings because of the free monthly training that I give on trials occasionally. So there's still 2 trainings that I'm giving to both tiers as group training. I don't do one-on-ones with monthlies. It's just too much work to do one-on-ones on their monthly tiers. But you guys are, you're always welcome to just ask any questions during those group trainings. Nonetheless, on the BR training itself, I want to push another day, and I want to see how I mix it up because I want to push more BR content overall. But I'm under a little dilemma too. I don't want to talk about it openly, and especially when I'm on YouTube. So we'll talk about that in chat. But if you guys have some ideas or some requests on when we could do those BR live streams, let me know. I'll take both, and we'll try to do it on a fixed schedule. But also remember, if we have a major economic event, I am not going to live stream. And the reason behind that is because I don't want any of you guys taking hits during major economic events. So if you guys can give me feedbacks on what days you will prefer for those live streams, I'm open for suggestions, because I do want to start pushing that already.
Can you set a date that's a bit farther out? Like mid-December or something? And do we have to be on our VR devices for that?
No, you don't. You don't need to be on VR devices.
Okay. Can it be like mid-December? That way people can actually set time aside and make time for it. Well, it's up to you though.
Hold on. We're still consolidating a lot in this area, but I see a lot of weakness again on SPY, on Microsoft and Apple. Yeah, Tuesdays or Thursdays may be good. Yeah, I like that. I actually like Wednesdays as well because of 0DTE contracts that we have available. But, oh, by the way, I mentioned that I saw that weakness on SPY, and there goes that knife. That's beautiful. Yeah, I like that. Shooter, I think we will do that. But keep in mind, let me just make an open announcement and after hours.
Ethan, if you're here, DXY and the SPY are off today. Never mind. Just kidding. Wrong time frame. I'm gonna regret not holding SPY puts. All right.
That is weird. Hold on. Why didn't I get notification for that? We're going on a squeeze on SPY. These bands are very tight, but it's bearish at the moment because we're holding under the 50 EMA and under the 20 EMA as well. We could see that price target that you're talking about, but I'm actually expecting 396 Clint, 396.30 first, because I do see a lot of resistance, a lot of support in that area.
I think your squeeze, your oscillator is painting candles too in the main chart. I don't know if that's an intended thing.
Yeah, you could turn it off. Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, and I think the only way to, I don't think, let's see if I, yeah. So if I turn it on, it paints candles. Yep. But I don't think it does it if you don't turn your background. Yeah, if you don't turn the background crosses on, it doesn't do it. But when you turn the background crosses on, it'll paint your candle.
I'll rework on that so it doesn't paint the actual candles. Because then that kind of conflicts with my other code.
Yeah. I think we're gonna retest the intraday trend on SPY on the 1 minute, and then maybe we get that's back towards the 200. Then maybe RSI can warm up, MACD can warm up, make another move.
WBA is still very weak. Just a reminder, if I see WBA around 4060, I will start a light position, but I will add heavily near 3980. I'm very bullish on WBA for the rest of the season. So we'll keep taking re-entries on this, but I can't buy WBA right now because of it could follow SPY and ETFs. So I cannot be in calls at the moment on WBA. Wow, CLF is back at 31%. I'm at 32%. I'm in the wrong chat. Yeah, GS is printing. So I wish GPM would drop as much as GS. Somehow GS premiums are printing a lot more. Alright, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh my god, CLF is just printing.
Want to take that, don't you? That Walmart.
No, I wasn't even looking at the chart. I was looking at my tablet, checking my orders on my main account and seeing if I want to close anything else. I left the Walmart open when I went to the bathroom though. But yes, I do want to take that Walmart or add into it. Just trying to see what I want to do with Apple. Apple's still pretty weak.
Until the China thing unfolds, it's kind of tough to know. And, you know, phone sales are going to suffer.
Yeah.
I mean, when the workers start burning trash in the factory, you know, in the dormitory parking lot, and they're paying workers to leave.
Alright. So the one that's painting the bars is not background on cross, is show highlight price in bars. The second tab. So I'm gonna save this as default. I'm thinking of maybe scaling out of Apple. Yeah, I'm gonna make an announcement. I don't like how SPY is holding.
EXY keeps pushing if that trade's still intact.
I think I'm just gonna close 4 of my positions on Apple. No, I want to secure the equivalent amount of the gains that I have at the moment. So I'm up $2,000. 2,000 divided by 230. I need to close 8 positions. Securing 8 positions of Apple. I'm just securing the gains that I had on it. So I have 16 positions left on Apple.
What do you have?
The 140 for December 16, and I was also holding one of the May positions that you mentioned. I think I'm gonna close it here. It's
That May 150. That's printed.
I'm up 23% on this.
That would have required me to hold.
Yeah. I think I scared you off of the position, to be honest.
I still don't hold anything. I mean, I've got which was a YOLO, a SPY 416 call for the 5th, which is basically 85% red. And I held the CLF call for a little bit, and it made 15 or 20%. I just don't like the hold. I mean, it just seems too. You have to actively manage holds, and I can't.
Let's see.
Said it last time. If Apple hits 135 again, I am a buyer of shares. Missed it last time.
I think a few people missed that. You know what?
What?
I can't believe I didn't see this. Oh well. We missed a good day trade opportunity on TSM. Look at this squeeze here. We had an alert of a bearish momentum coming in. I did take puts on it. I could have done a day trade here when we squeezed out and rejected the 50. I already had the area marked of where we could exit. This would have been a beautiful day trade.
Yeah, well, you got your hidden bear. Could have held through your squeeze and got paid.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I mean, I'm holding re-entries. These re-entries that I took, they're at 18% for December 16, but we could have banked on zero DT, well, not zero DTEs, but weekly puts. I didn't see the squeeze. I was too focused on SPY at the moment when that happened, I think. Oh man, I'm starting to get FOMO for closing those WBA puts from earlier.
Tesla's still going.
Yeah.
The DXY is in kind of an interesting spot right now. Ethan watches it close, but it looks like it's at a kind of a key area, or approaching a key area.
You know, Clint, sometimes I wonder why we don't enter puts when we know something's going to drop. I knew WBA was going to drop today because of SPY.
You watch WBA. I don't have a clue about what WBA does.
Oh my god, I hate when I do this, to be honest. And I think Fishman called me out on this last week. I don't know, Fishman. If you want to ask me, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. That one kind of kicks me in the butt sometimes. Because we know it's happening. I just don't know why I don't make the call out. It's like we know the targets we're going. I call out all the targets on WBA. I think because I'm holding a very bullish sentiment on WBA itself, it's kind of stopping me from buying the puts. Yeah, I think that's might be it.
I think our biggest miss ever was Tesla lead puts at 1,000 or I mean, we discussed it. Well, Netflix, the miss on the Netflix time that one was a huge one too. I remember missing the Netflix short. Bad. There's no way I can do it, but I still think Spy wants to eat shit. I mean, stuff. Sorry, YouTube.
I think that word is permittable, as long as we don't use the F word or anything racial.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. See, WMT is still pushing. It's ignoring market sentiment. That's why I can't buy puts on WMT. Spice, TSM's about to break down as well. I made bank on TSM today. I still think we could have made a lot more money on TSM on this bullish squeeze, on this bearish squeeze. Oh my god, we had two. See, we had this one. We had this one. Wow. I'm gonna FOMO a little bit on this. These Apple puts. I'm okay that I reduced some positions. Spy was holding too much. I'm not gonna FOMO if it drops. I'm still relatively heavy on those puts. I'm holding 16 puts. Yeah, I'm not gonna FOMO. I mean, Spy's holding too strong in this area, and also I'm still holding SPX puts, guys, that I called out last Tuesday from this area, I think. Don't ask me why I didn't want to close here. I should have. I know I should have. I was up a lot. I had a multiple exits on this put. I just didn't want to. I'm waiting for a bigger move. But I did add heavily on those monthly puts in this area. So I'm doing really well today. Oh shit.
Base building, maybe.
Yeah, that's why I started reducing some puts. CLF is still dropping. VIX is printing. JPM is doing really well.
I hate it, but I'm taking a spot call.
You know, considering that JPAL's talking this Wednesday,
Take tomorrow 400 and tight stop loss. No, check that. That's just looking for a trade. Never mind. How about one of those? How about like a 2-day spread? Can you make any money on a 2-day spread for like a holding pattern till Wednesday?
You will have to ask Master Chief. I don't focus on spreads that much. I'm seeing a lot of sellers and not enough buyers. I'm going to scale down lightly from CLF. I need to post this on all channels because I call this out on yeah. Okay. What am I still heavy on? Okay, that's a little bit better. So I scaled down. Oh, hold on. Let me call that one out too. I also scaled down on TSM at 19% gains. Bullard made your run. Yeah, I'm scaling down a lot of my positions, guys. I scaled down CLF, JPM, TSM, and Apple puts.
I did take a call.
Yeah. So another position that I'm looking at, and also because I'm seeing some sort of IB shift in this position. If we do have a rally, oh my god, we should have bought XLM calls, guys. I mentioned them earlier. The bi-weekly calls. XOM just had a huge Shrek. Oh my. Oh well. We missed that pump on XOM this time.
Go down.
What time is Buller talking? In 15 minutes? Okay. Well, I guess I decided to scale down on my puts positions in the perfect time then. We took multiple exits here, and here, and here. TSM, we took an exit around this area too. But TSM is just a temporary exit. I reduced JPM as well. Did I mention that? No. I'm scaling down temporarily in JPM ahead of Bowler's speech. I do have full intentions in going back to my original positions, depending on how the market reacts to his speech. So keep that in mind. I think I like TSM over Apple puts. It's a hard decision. I don't know which one I like. Both have negative news that can impact them. Apple and TSM.
Well, TSM manufactures for Apple, right? So you kind of get an Apple play. I mean,
Yeah. I'm very hungry. I need some food. It's awesome how we took exits on SPY at this area and we're still pretty much consolidating. Those puts are getting IV crushed. Data crushed.
$200 put.
Yeah.
The 200 strike? I don't know if I want that. I mean, I'm okay with the 190. No, which one was 191? Hold on. Tesla, the 170. 200 put? That kind of sounds like a short. Like they're selling.
Still buyers to. That's Tesla. Nope. Nope. I don't like the way the 1 hour looks.
On Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still looks bullish. WBA is still downtrending.
I'm sticking to 190, 190, 50, something like that.
So are going live in 8 more minutes. I suggested scaling out of our puts at good area, so I don't think anyone should take a hit if market rallies.
Do you know if bond yield inverse or in parallel with market in general? Today, bond yields are down. So is the market. The 10-year. I'm looking for like a DXY sort of secondary indicator.
To be honest, I don't follow that as much, Clint, so I can't answer that fully.
Yeah, because I think DXY, is a lot of, the actions of foreign governments have a lot to do with DXY, where the Treasury note should be more of a domestic indicator.
Yeah.
Well, we're at the top edge of the intraday. Still below the 200 on SPY.
I'm kind of tempted on taking some 0DTE calls as a YOLO.
Well, I took the one and took like 8%. Now it's probably, let's see, where is it? It's 2 cents higher than where I sold it, so I don't feel too bad.
I'm considering taking a very light YOLO, nothing major.
You got a bunch of gains. I'm good green.
Yeah.
That's hunting a trade in my case. So. Not before what Homeboy speaks, anyway. I need to get to chore in anyway, because I'm going to be gone basically 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Wait, it's Hudson in here? Hudson, are you still in voice chat? Hold on, let me message him. See, we had a bull signal here too on SPY. You can't see it too much because it's clouded with the demand areas.
Andrew, what do you think of Amazon calls? It's nearing a 1 hour 1 hour resistance, but what do you think of the momentum there?
You know,
Yeah, I've been watching Amazon all day. It's just I don't like buying peaks, and 96 area has been very strong in Amazon. We haven't been able to break 96 for quite some time, so we don't have much room up until that strong resistance on
So
Amazon.
how about a put at that peak?
Yeah, I could go with puts at that peak,
But I don't think it's going to get there today, though. It doesn't look like it will.
Really all just depends on Bullard now.
Okay, I'll keep a watch out for. I bought puts for earlier, but I wasn't paying attention to the 20 EMA and the 3550 EMA. The 3550 EMA was below the 20 EMA, and I still bought puts like an idiot.
Yeah. Holy. I do like Amazon, but I like that momentum I saw on it this morning too.
It's just adding another ornament to the tree.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna put a tree this year. It's kind of hard to celebrate holidays with my family this year. After what happened.
it's a crappy year.
Sorry about that.
Even Thanksgiving was a little bit interesting.
We had
We took a good exit on TSM. We secured here, and it's been in a steady uptrend ever since I called out an exit.
Question on that exit: Did the demand zone populate after you exited?
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not sure.
Because I usually find that like you exit, and then two or three candles later, it populates.
Well,
how are you?
I'm faster
how are you catching
than I created the script. I'm faster than it. I have a set that actually populates with a good confirmation afterwards.
But what are you looking at? Are you looking at the RSI and
see if I give that information, I cannot give the information of the script itself, and I don't want to provide that.
Well, no, I'm not asking for information on the script. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to
just price action, volume, and also RSIs. It scans a lot of stuff, so I'm just looking. I'm not just looking at TSM. I was looking at SPY and the overall market itself, and because of how the overall market was holding, and I saw a potential pump. Well, this actually ended up being a big knife. What did Bullard say? Wow. What did Bullard say? Oh my gosh, they're just knifing the market.
Oh, geez, I wish I had my put.
Yeah.
First move's the wrong move.
I kind of wish I didn't scale out anything now. I mean, I'm not FOMOing anything. I secured good gains. I'm still holding a lot of positions.
Well, all right. If you had known ahead of time a Fed person was speaking today, would you have stayed live?
Um,
And this is why you don't, right?
On live stream,
Yeah.
I knew they were speaking today. I just expected more momentum overall because of the pre-market that I saw. So that's why I wanted to host a live stream. It really just depends on how I feel on the overall market.
Got it bought right back up.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced yet. The test will do. Exactly. This is one of those trades that you could have just got smacked either way. I'm glad I'm not in any.
Amazon is at that 1 hour resistance with pretty high RSI.
Yeah. So far, I don't have any FOMO for exiting. This just got bought.
First move's the wrong move.
Yeah.
This is, again, there's just no way. If you basic trade discipline with stop losses.
Exactly. Let me cut you right there. Basic discipline. I announce exits and reasonings why to secure this because it's all discipline. We had a fake out sell off and now it's getting bought back up. But we're still within the areas that we exit. So we secure good profits and now we're essentially just waiting for the setup to re-enter positions if we need to. I don't like forcing trades on members. I don't want members to take day trades when I don't see a good setup, and I really don't want anyone to just push stuff.
Do want to pile on here a little. So to think you can determine how the market's going to react to Fed speak is often a mistake. You might get it right occasionally, but you're going to get burned a lot.
Who, me?
No, in general, not you. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that it's such a wild card that unless you're just perfectly positioned and it's just too easy to get burned trying to play Fed speak.
Yeah.
Not you, just I'm saying market.
Mm-hmm. So I did take 0 DT I closed it on that big knife. I wish I didn't. I would have just exited break even on the second pump. But that was just one. I lost $22 on that move. But it was a speculative play just in case he was dovish and we pump.
Andrew, when do you think you're going to re-enter your JPM puts?
I want to give the market some time. I'm not entirely sure because JPL speaking on Wednesday, he usually pumps financials, so that's why I also wanted to scale down some JPM here. We could potentially hedge JPM with a weekly call at this area. I'm not sure yet. But for now, I feel comfortable scaling down on JPM.
I got out of 5 contracts. I'm still holding 2.
Yeah. And reminder, guys, I need every elite member to send me your email again for YouTube because I already released the videos, well, most of them. And if you need to watch them, you won't be able to watch them at the moment unless I have your email and I assign it on YouTube properly. I only received the email from Super Ape and Terp ATX. I still need to add Terp ATX. I'll get to that after hours. But that's the only 2 emails that I have. Ethan, I know you sent me your email before, but it's lost in hundreds of messages and I couldn't find it.
Hey, hi, bud.
Oh, that was cute voice. Who was that?
Oh, that's my son. I didn't realize this was on.
That's yeah.
Oh, my name is Terp ETX, but my real name is Bill.
Bill? Okay. Let's see. So another training point that I want to bring up at the moment, as you guys noticed, we were waiting to see what Bullard said and how the market reacted. So far, market is reacting negatively to this. This doesn't mean we could enter puts right away because the market still needs time to digest what they are talking about. So even though we're bearish at the moment, that can easily change. So for now, the best option for you guys not to over trade and push trades is give the market time. And yes, if you want to trade 0 DTs, 1 DTs on this pullback, it's great. You can. We do look bearish, but I want you guys to only trade with gains that you had for the week. This is a new week. Every week started new. I mean, you could essentially use some gains from last week as well, but try to have that mindset of always using the gains that you've accumulated for that given week, so you're never risking any of your overall investment or your portfolio on trades. And I'm pretty sure everyone has enough money today to take some 1 DT or 0 DT trades for quick snipes. Just respect the trading styles that we've enforced. So I never use more money that I've made from a previous week or 2 weeks ago. I'm actively just using gains that I've made for that week or for that day to take 0 DTs or weekly trades. I don't want this video to be that long, and I want everyone to be able to go back to this video to reference what we trained today. So I'm gonna cut this video now. I'm still gonna have the live stream, but I'm gonna stop the recording from the morning